Right, we are live, admittedly over an hour later than planned. So, yes, the return of No Man's Sky, a game that I had stopped playing about 4.5 years ago because a completely game killing bug that was affecting a fair number of people then affected me, and the save games just would not work. And every time you tried to reload them, it would just put you back to the beginning again. And I know for a fact that I was not the only one that had that issue. But in that time away, so 4.5 years, they've fixed it. They've changed how the game saves are actually saved and how they are retrieved, and this new version is much more reliable. It actually works, you know. Unfortunately, this is a game that OBS absolutely hates for some reason, and the only way that I can record it is to actually use screen capture or display capture rather than game capture. So when I'm having a check, if there are any comments or any questions in the chat, because I'm only got the one screen, if I was to minimise the game, you would lose sight of the game yourself. It would just you would just see my desktop with the with the chat transcript there. So yeah, it's not gone completely smoothly. Also, this was due to be a multiplayer stream with Jim also streaming his playthrough, and we were going to be doing some missions from the Nexus. That may still happen. If his internet connection comes back, he'll jump in the game, and we will do that. But I'll play a multiplayer game. In fact, let's get the game started while I'm doing this intro. So once his internet comes along, he'll start up the game. He'll also start his stream, and we'll be doing some multiplayer missions. But here I am. I'm also hoping that this stream is working fine because I'm sure I'll be told. Jim he's currently watching the stream through his phone, and he's also got an eye on the chat. So if any comments or any questions are asked, he's going to copy and paste them into the Steam Messenger, so I'll be able to see them there rather than having to minimise the game completely. So it's all been like, just one compromise after another when it comes to doing this stream tonight. But I am beyond delighted to be able to be playing this game again, because I love this game, and hopefully Erodian will be watching. And he's another player who had that issue with the game saves just not working at all. And he's had it more or less from day one. Let's just check, here we go, there we go. So Erodian's here. Stream looks good so far, excellent. Right. Yeah, as you are here watching, I definitely recommend trying to start the game again, because the improvements to, say, how the games are saved and the save games then retrieved, I am pretty confident your issue will now be fixed. And admittedly, it is 8 years down the line, but you can at last start playing this game that you bought, way back when. And don't let the age put you off. It is still a fucking great game, and not least because there have been so many updates and additions made to it. Galaxy's here as well. But yes, so many additions have been made that the game is barely recognisable compared to when it first released. And I say that as somebody who was a fan of it when it first released. It wasn't that the game had to grow on me. I was absolutely on board from day one. So yeah. So some of the changes to the game are more subtle than others, but this is a completely new playthrough, so all those streams and everything that I did, say, up to 4.5 years ago, that save game, I've still got it, and that base that I built is still accessible. But this is a completely new one. I've started again completely from scratch. But as you can perhaps see, I haven't exactly done too badly. This ship here is the only ship I have. But if you are only going to have one, then an S-class exotic is certainly not a bad one, to be lumbered with as your one and only ship. I have had a bit of luck, to be honest, in this go. So yeah, not only do I have an S-class exotic, but look at these, the slots available to me. Now, when I was doing my last playthrough 4.5 years ago, there were A and S-class haulers that didn't have this many slots. Now, granted, I've used some of the new features. This ship didn't have anywhere near this many slots when I first got it, but you can add them. And with this being an S-class ship, I'm not going to get rid of it. I am going to keep hold of it. So I thought, yeah, okay, let's just pile on the slots onto this. So yeah, the pulse drive or pulse engine is as upgraded as it can be. Actually, I'll tell a lie, there's one more I can still fit to that. So I have the positron injector weapon. That is as upgraded as it can be. The hyperdrive is as upgraded as it can be. Or I don't have the emergency hyperdrive fitted. I would never use it. So shields upgraded as much as they can be. And yeah, there is an extra row of these slots here. So I've got 40 technology slots. That's more than these ships would have in total in the previous playthrough. So carrying on, I have the cyclotron ballista, which is totally upgraded. The phase beam is not totally upgraded. I'll come back to these in a bit, but yeah, this is a black market modification. Heat dispersion of plus 26%. Now, I have no idea if that's good or not, because I haven't bothered fitting any more upgrades to the phase beam. I probably should, because it's not a bad weapon. And if you're an Elite Dangerous player and you like beam lasers in that, then you'd probably want to have the phase beam as one of your main weapons there. Anyway, carrying on, launch thrusters are as upgraded as they can be. Launch thrusters is a bit of a misleading name. This also affects like your boost speed and just, I think that is it. I was going to say manoeuvrability, but no, that's affected by the pulse engine here. So I've got the teleport receiver, so I can basically put things, in the inventory between the ship and the exosuit from much further away than I normally could. It's not unlimited range, but it's a much better range than it is without this thing. I've also got the economy scanner. I thought I had another scanner fitted, but no. Because when you jump into a system, the economy of that system is pretty important. So, yeah, I was quite keen to get that. Which leaves one slot open, and I'm in two minds as to what to put in there. I could put this, the flight assist override. So yeah, the flight assists are nowhere near as much as they were, and I gain an extra 11% on manoeuvrability. That is very tempting, especially as I've got all of the the parts and that to build it and yeah, get it up and running. But I'm also tempted to put on the conflict scanner, so I'll have all of the scanner types and I'll be able to have a good look at any systems I'm jumping to. But I'm not going to avoid a system because the conflict levels are quite high. I'm quite okay with taking on enemy ships in this thing. So I also don't have all the parts for this. I don't have the walker brain. I could probably get one quite easily, but yeah, I don't have it yet. But yeah, as far as the ship upgrades go, at the moment, those two are the only two left to do. I mean, if I get one more technology slot, then the question's solved. I will put the two items on there. So that's my starship and how that's looking. The exosuit, this is looking pretty good as well. Again, they have massively increased the amount that you can put onto the exosuit. So initially it was 48 high inventory slots, and I think it was another 40 or 48 standard slots, and the standard slots were a combination of inventory and your technological stuff. Now they've separated the two. There's no standard and high capacity slots, they're all just cargo slots, and they can hold way more than ever before. I'm pretty certain the limit for each of these materials here is 9,999. I'm not so sure about like some of the other items. Actually, it even tells you what I'm talking about. So yeah, so you can now have 120 cargo slots. And I do. I've completely maxed out the capacity of the exosuit in terms of its cargo carrying space. And in the technology slot, so you can see here we got 30 slots here, but it does actually have 60. There's all the rest. So I still have 10 empty slots. Actually 11. This one is reserved. But again, I've upgraded pretty much everything I can. So you may be wondering, well, why do I need these extra slots? Well, one of the new features, well, compared to when I last played, the hazard protection. There are now hazard protection upgrades, and these things are illegal. They're all black market stuff, which is where the X the X tag is. They're basically X class. With the black market stuff, you sort of pay your money, you take your choice. They can be better than like the best S class, or they could be as shit as the worst C class. So you pays your money, you takes your chance. But I really lucked out here. This one that I've got here has plus 10% on all 4 of the cold, toxic, heat, radiation resistances. Such a an upgrade is unbelievably rare, and this was the very first one I got. So yeah, I was well pleased with that. My other one, this is much more typical. So 2, 4, 6 and 9 on the various resistances is still pretty good. I'll take any decent ones. But yeah, because hazard protection upgrades are effectively illegal and only available on the black market, you can't just go into a space station and buy them. You've got to find black market sellers. Now, there are black market sellers on every station, but I'll show you why it's a bit difficult dealing with those. So we'll just quickly go through the rest here. So yeah, the life support fully upgraded as much as I can. The jetpack absolutely fully upgraded as much as I can. Shields, yeah, same again, including one of the X-rated, one of the black market ones. This one though, I mean black market, and yeah, it's not as good as the S, but I mean there's only like 1% difference. So yeah, I kept that. So the old hazmat gauntlets, which we all remember. And then there are 2 new things. There's this thing, the trade rocket. So if you are sort of out and about, you've got a load of stuff that you want to get rid of, but there's no trading post or anything coming along, and you keep looking, you just can't find it. You can then just say, look, fuck it, we'll use this thing. So you put all of the stuff that you want to sell into a trade rocket. You launch it, it comes to the space station, gets rid of the stuff, and you get paid for it. So, it basically means that you are going to have a trade, there's going to be a trading post nearby, no matter where you are, which is always useful. And then there's this, I love this thing. So this is the personal refiner. So, anyone who's played the game, even just like briefly, will know about the portable refiner. I don't have the portable refiner anymore. I got rid of it because I have this thing. So this is built into your suit's backpack. So you fuel it just like the regular portable refiner, but you can now have 2 inputs, so you can make some of the combinations, and it's done on the fly. You can be refining stuff while you're flying out in space, or or running around everywhere, and it's right there with you. You haven't got to go back and collect it or anything. It's a great addition. So yeah, well chuffed with that. So down into the second half of the technology upgrades. So these are the translators. That's the one that you get from Artemis when you're doing that particular part of the I was going to say narration, whatever it's fucking called, the narrative, that's it. So yeah, got that one, and then I just bought these. So they do make a difference when it comes to being able to translate any of the alien languages that you're trying to speak. So yeah, well pleased with that. Let's just check. Have we had any more comments there, Jim? And then, my hazard protection. Don't be fooled by these things only being C rated. You can see they add 21% of resistance to these particular. So you got 20% thermal, 21%, sorry, thermal, 21% toxic resistance, 21% radiation resistance, 21% cold resistance. And these do not need refueling or anything, so your resistance is improved all the time, and by a good amount. And then the aeration membrane, which improves underwater breathing when you're having to go underwater, and believe me, you're doing that a lot. But all these rest, these are all S-class, no surprise, but yeah, they need fueling up. So, in fact, the C-grade ones are not only more beneficial, but they are a lot less hassle than the S-rated. Go figure. And I also have S-rated oxygen filters again for when we're going underwater. Now the last exosuit upgrade that I got is one that I only managed to get yesterday, and it came as quite a surprise. I knew nothing about it, and that's this thing. So it's a polymorphous energy field. And this is a Sentinel modification, and yeah, I've been taking out a lot of Sentinels. Now I'm going on the assumption that again you can only have 3 of these fitted, but it is only assumption. The same way I'm also assuming that you can only have 3 of these things fitted. But yeah, and it's given me an additional 33% core health, additional 43% solar power, solar panel power, so basically everything is running even more efficiently. Yeah, I would definitely take that. And we're going to be going after some Sentinels, because I'm after 2 Sentinel items. I want a Sentinel ship, which you can now get. I have had one, but it was only a B rated, so I didn't bother keeping it, because you can now at long last sell additional ships that you get if you don't want to keep them. So yeah, that's the Sentinel ship I want, and I also want a Sentinel multi-tool, because my current multi-tool, okay, it's an A class. There's no getting away from it. It looks shit. But again, I've been putting on a lot of extra slots. I kind of wish I hadn't done that actually, because with this being an A class, I am going to replace it because I want an S class multi-tool. But as you can see, it's got, well, there are no empty slots there. And it has the combination of S modules, the modules that you buy from or unlock from the anomaly. I've even got a black market one. I look at the stats there; they are insane. Let's check out these. Check out what we've got here on the messages. And see, so I bought this last year. Now I just need to buy hardware that will actually run it. You'd be surprised. The game's not that graphically demanding, but God dear, yeah. If your laptop doesn't have the required DirectX features, then yeah, that's going to be an issue. But yeah, I am a bit surprised that you used to be able to play Elite Dangerous on it, but not this. So, right, from Erodian, if I'm honest, I'm loath to try this game again. Happy to watch. After the Atlas update bought the save system, it shouldn't take 6 years to fix it. Doesn't give me any confidence they won't break it again. I was exactly the same. Jim did a stream just over a week ago, and all the time while watching it, I was thinking like, oh, I wish that, this game would game fucking worked and all this, but I was so pissed off that the save game thing is just fucked up. And because it was, I was loath to try it, because if I tried it again and it still wasn't working, I'd just be even more fucked off about it. So I was like, no, I won't bother. And in the end, I was like, look, fuck it. I love the game. I've got to try it. And here we are. So yeah, I'm glad I did. I really do recommend giving it a try. So I'm quite confident that it will be working, and you're not going to regret it. The game's fantastic. Now, speaking of game, we've been doing this stream for a bit, and I think it's about time I actually did something. So yeah, I said that I'm after a Sentinel multi-tool, and I also quite fancy getting a Sentinel ship. So let's do that, shall we? We'll launch. So there are 3 planets in this system. This one here right in front of me, discovered by someone who called himself Hammer Time, so shock horror, I think he's a bit of a cunt. Yeah, I've already been down there and I've scanned all the creatures and that are there. But this system is a very specific kind of system. Let's bring up the galaxy map and I'll show you. If you want to get a what do you call it? If you want a Sentinel ship and stroke or a Sentinel multi-tool, you have to go to a system with very specific requirements, or very specific sort of state of affairs, shall we say. So you see here it's got the system name, current location underneath as the alphanumeric class F9P, and then next to it says dissonant, and that's what you're looking for. If you want Sentinel items, you've got to go to a dissonant system, which is where I am. So once you're there, you've got to find which of the planets is the dissonant planet, and I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, there we go. So, dissonance detected at the bottom. So this is where we need to go. So let's make our way there. Now, when we were going to be doing the live stream with me and Jim, I did suggest to him about us doing this, as part of the stream, but I quickly realised that was a fucking terrible idea, because this is really difficult. You've got to take out a lot of Sentinels, and they come after you with quite the ferocity. So with this being a distant planet, there is a lot of discoloration. Let's see if we can find a settlement of some description. Oh, there's one right in front of us here. It looks like it's been abandoned. Oh, no. So there you go, rebellious Sentinels. Ample flora, abundant fauna, which means plenty of opportunities to get units. Because of all these upgrades I've got on my multi-tool with the scanner, I mean, look at the percentage increase for the payout rewards for minerals, flora and fauna there, and this one here, and of course the X class one where the lowest is 12,129%. It means, so for example, this minerals, if you scan them, will pay 200 credits. With all of my upgrades, this one now pays 66,334. that's quite an increase. So yeah, two animals like that, and I've got nearly 1 million. Now, that must be quite a common one. Payout was very low. There's a hostile creature. That's the one that I've already scanned. You want to try hunting me? Hunt some of that. So yeah, obviously I prioritise scanning the fauna, because once you've you know, made the shitloads of units from scanning them, if you scan all the fauna on a given planet, you will then get additional nanite bonus. So, you know, the incentives are there, especially if you're, like, you know, fairly early on in the game. That's one I've already scanned. Right, we've got some more. We've got quite a few coming up here. There's another flying one. Well, that fucking hazardous fauna. We'll scan it, and then we'll take him out for being a cunt. I'm sure there was more fauna there. There's still one more over this way. Oh, he must be, yeah, right down in that valley area. Ah. Well, if you really wanted to try hunting me, there you go, that's what you get. I think for the moment that unknown building there is very close by. I can't see what it is. I don't remember seeing... Oh, okay, crashed freighter. Well, I have been able to get a lot of decent stuff from crashed freighters, but that's not what I'm here for, so we'll worry about that in a bit. So my priority here is to get the Sentinel tech. So these technology modules, you need those for unlocking items at the anomaly. So let's just see what we got around here. There's a few more units. So I could certainly do with some more units. I've only got 222 million. Well, that was how many I had when I arrived. So I've already made like 8 million just from doing those scans. And then when you want the additional nanites for your discoveries, so you go into your discovery section and you just upload them all. So with the flora you get 3 nanites per item. With the fauna, you get 5 per item. And say if you find all of them on the planet, so I only need another 2. One of them is a flying one, so that should be easy to get. The underground one could be a bit of a pain in the arse, but once I've got those 2, you then, yeah, you can then get an additional 2,000. I mean, I'm up to 38,968 nanites, so I'm doing okay for those, but believe me, you'll need plenty of nanites as well as units throughout this game. Waypoints also can be uploaded for additional nanites, and as can the planet that you landed on. So yeah, 120 nanites from that lot, with more to come. So right, I can't see any of the other flying one. You can see here corrupted sentinel. Does look quite different to the regular ones. We'll deal with him. Well, actually, we won't deal with him here. We need to find a larger group of them. Right, take some more nanites from there. Now, I don't think this is the transmitter that picks up distress signals. Oh, okay, yes it is. Right, some of these are really easy. Right, some of them are not so easy. Right, so double and treble, quadruple, quintuple. So it's got to be 6 times, which is 1440, isn't it? Yep. So it has picked up a distress signal. Hopefully it is on this planet. It's a fair way away, but that's not a problem. Navigation data I really don't need more of. I've got shitloads of them. Learn an additional alien language word, and then we'll see what this cunt wants. So obviously the words in red I have translated. I've done this one before, so yeah, strike him. So he's given me a Class B boltcaster upgrade by the looks of it. I do not need that at all. So anyone, well, Jim, yeah, I've got a spare one of those if you want it. I know you're still using the boltcaster on the multi-tool, so I mean the boltcaster is not a terrible weapon. So yeah, you got plenty of reasons to carry on using it. Right, now actually I do want to check out that crashed freighter, because, well, let's just save this waypoint. I can't believe I forgot to do that. But yeah, there are some properly fucking useful stuff you can get from there, including the things that I've picked up that improved the number of slots I had available on my my ship and everything else. So yeah, I want to check this out in case I can get some more. At the very least, there will be some valuable stuff here. More messages coming in. Ever noticed the space station entrance always faces nearest planet? Yes. Can't think of what 80s game that's a nod to. Oh, it's far more nods to it than that. You have a surprising amount of Oreo biscuits in your inventory. Yeah, that's that's putting it mildly. Yeah, I've become quite the biscuit factory. These are all different biscuit varieties, some of which are, shall we say, more tempting than others. Yes, this one here, questionable biscuit. You don't want to eat that because that was made with Physium, or to put it another way, it was made with shit. Right, most of these logs are a bit useless. It's just endless waffle that I'm not really all that interested in. But when you get to the end of it, you discover how many salvageable items are here. Right, so there are 6. They're always in the same place, so once you've done a few of these, you know exactly where to go. So we'll get the easy ones first. But you get this huge burst of radiation once you open those, so that's given me acid, which is valuable, but it's not really what I came here for. Let's try this one. Multi-tool expansion slot. That's one that I want once I've actually got the multi-tool that yeah, I'm after. So if I can find an S-class Sentinel multi-tool, I'll be fucking laughing. Oh, wrong one. So next cargo pod is under here. We'll do it if I use the right. So that gets me a warp hypercore. I've already got 2 of those, but they got value. I'm sure they are useful as well, but I can't remember what in. Are those flying? Okay, yeah, they are ones that I've already scanned. There's none of the other flying ones around, are there? No. Ah, there's another so are you. There does seem to be an awful lot of aggressive animal species here, which is not going to help when it comes to taking on the sentinels. So salvage data, again, not really what I'm after. Right, so that's 4. The last 2 are the ones that are a bit more of a pain to get to. So first is this one here. I think I'm going to have to do something about my yeah, while trying to get OBS to work with this, I set it to higher priority and it's lagging the game a little bit. Oh, I fucking need that, don't I? Oh, it's a salvage frigate module. So that's the radiation burst hit me, and now it's gone. So the last cargo pod is right underneath me. Ah, we might get lucky here. Approaching it from the right way. Cargo bulkhead, again that's for like frigates and freighters. So I did get some useful stuff that was worth doing. Yeah, so they've all been added here. So I've got 24 of these salvage frigate modules, and 8 of these things. These are the ones that I really want. That will increase the inventory capacity of my freighter once I get it. I've turned down 2 freighters at the moment. I kind of regret turning down the first one, but the second one was so shit. It was like, yeah, I was never entertaining the idea. Right. I could really do with this firestorm sort of clearing, but well, let's launch and let's start making our way to that distress beacon. So we'll head up into space, or rather into orbit, and now we'll make our way there. Now unfortunately, when the storms come along, they do cover the entire planet, so even though I am basically sort of like halfway around the world from where I just was, the storm is still going. Now it's very likely that this ship will be a piece of shit. Yeah, it is. But right, we'll wait for the storm to pass and see what else we got here. I'll take that Class B bulk. Yeah, I thought you might. I mean, bearing in mind that my bulk caster is not like fully upgraded, you saw the firing rate and the damage it was doing. So yeah, it's certainly a capable weapon. Anyway, storm now clearing. Let's. Oh fucking hell! Another one. Now this is one I have already. Alright, you. Check out the distress beacon. Right, we'll enter the cockpit. So, right, C-class photon cannon module. There you go, Jim. There's another one for you, I reckon. Just grab a few more. Can't that? Yeah. So the other flying, yes, it's just below the horizon there, but right. So the only fauna that still needs scanning is the one that lives underground, which is slightly misleading because you haven't got to go underground to find them. They'll be sort of around the entrance and exits of caves like this rather than actually underground. Yeah, I'll take the shit. More nanites. A lot of this stuff I'm getting is junk, but useful junk. Alright, let's see what the ship's all about. Well, it's an A class, so, and the launch thruster's fine, so all it needs is the pulse drives to be repaired. So if we compare it, obviously, yeah, it's no comparison to the ship I've got, but let's claim it. We'll get in. Now, I need to come back to this system anyway, so yeah, this is fine. Alright. So we need to craft a metal plating and a hermetic seal. Metal plating, hermetic seal. Right. So that's all you need to do, is just repair it enough so you can fly it. So we can launch, and we got the pulse engine. So let's launch. So we're going to have to go back to the space station. It's not going to take long. I don't really want to be going to the anomaly, but that's really close to where the space station is. So this is why, especially when you're just starting up, it's a good idea to salvage every ship you come across, or claim every ship you come across, because actually salvage is exactly what we're going to be doing. Now we took the ship, but purely to scrap it. We're not going to be keeping this thing. So now, yeah, lock onto the space station. Alright, so head over to the ship salvage terminal here. And right, so it's only worth 2.5 million, but you know, if you're just starting out, it's okay. You always scrap the ship that you are currently using. You've got to keep that in mind, because yeah, if you accidentally salvage or scrap the you know, the ship you want to keep, then yeah, you got real problems. There we go. So that's done, and my main ship has now turned up. Now you don't actually get given the yeah, the salvage in credits. You're given it in these salvage parts, which you then sell on, and also sometimes, not every time, but sometimes you'll get a module. So there you go, another upgrade module there, and that one's an A, and it's for yeah, the shield. So you're going to have a fair few yeah, a fair few upgrades to your ships and that when you finally get the log in there, Jim. So we'll flog the stuff that I don't want to keep from the crash freighter, so yeah, acid there, get relic, and then yeah, we'll sell the salvage from the scrap. There we go, so that's how you get your money from scrapping the ships. Right, so now we want to head back to the dissonant planet, because despite having been there, I've still not actually done what I wanted to go there for. Make sure we're actually in the... oh, fucking hell. You've got quite a hefty asteroid field here. Right, made our way through that. But yeah, let's make sure we land on the daylight side. So again, we'll have a look for a sounded like there was a settlement picked up, but I can't see it. It's being very sluggish because I got obs on at high priority, which I shouldn't have fucking done. Alright, here we are. It looks like it's it's a navigation beacon. Well, that's useful. I think we've got a few other things that we can scan around here as well, so... the only fauna still to scan is the underground one, the one that we'll find around the caves, so... Alright, well let's upload what we've found. Yeah, there were a few new items, not least that, yeah, the flying one. So yeah, just this rare underground, at least it's always active, so whether it's day or night, if there's one about, we'll see it. There it is. Alright, so that's all of the fauna on this planet scanned. Oh, I have already scanned the stalactite there. Now, each cave system has two different of these marrow bulb plants. I'm hoping that the second one is around there. I'm just seeing the first. Okay, well, let's get these uploaded again. So there we go, all 8 there, and then I'll register that. So that takes me nanites up to 41,140. That'll do. Right, now scan the waypoint. This will show us where there's a minor settlement. Yeah, I did scan all that. Now that I've scanned all of the fauna, I'm not that worried about scanning, you know, everything else around here. Oh, this is a fair distance away. So we're going to low orbit again. And so there will be a new multi-tool here. Whether or not it's any good is, yeah, that's debatable. So let's take a look. Well, I can't even see it, which suggests that yeah, class C, and look at that, what a piece of shit. So I think I just sold everything that yeah, everything I had available to flog. It's just sort them out, and yep. So there's no point checking the terminal there. We'll take what is probably going to be more navigation data. I think you get the option of reporting them for cowardice with this one. Right, so I haven't got the dagger or whatever. If you suggest fleeing, you'll lose influence, so I'll just bugger off. This guy down here sells upgrades, but they always have the same ones, and I've got them all, so there's no point me even looking. Another fucking would-be predator. There you go. So, you'll have seen a few of these things laying around, or dotted around here. Again, these are only on dissonance systems. So this one here will only give you the Atlantidium. I can never say it properly. But this one here will give you a radiant shard. And you do need radiant shards when it comes to repairing the... There's a black market seller there. But yeah, when it comes to repairing the Sentinel ship, but first of all, I did not expect to see him there. Right, now, does he have the hazard protection? Yes, he has. Is that the only... Yeah, it's the only hazard protection one he's got, but there you go. I want it. Let's see what it does. Right, so that adds 7, 7, 6 and 10. That's pretty good. But I think, right, that is my hazard protection maxed out. So what I'll do now is we'll create a save point, or a restore point. There we go. Now I just realised, yeah, I've not... charted this area. Okay. So yeah, just checking everything is all fine and dandy. I will let that drain out completely before I recharge it. I forgot to check the important thing. Right, we'll charge up everything on the multi-tool. Oh, we got some more messages coming in. Sell the questionable biscuits to Etonians for their competitions. Yeah. Radiant shard reminds me of last night's curry. Radiant shard, but yeah. Considering that you're going up against Sentinels, yeah, Radiant Shard works just as well. It's probably a hell of a lot more accurate. But we are close to an area that gives us some sort of shelter. So this is a good place to take on the Sentinels, and that's what we need to do. But first thing we've got to do is find a way of pissing them off enough for them to come over, and we've got just the way of doing that here. They do not like it when you take Gravitino balls, so let's do exactly that. Now, where is the... there they come. Why are you hunting? I'm right here. One down. So you need to now get these so that you have, see, right, we've done swarm level 1, now swarm level 2's coming in. You've got to get it to swarm level 5 and clear out level 5. Once you've done that, you will then receive a transmission showing you where there is a crashed ship. Can't fucking see me. Here we are. The other one's way over here. These guys are pretty fucking stupid. Because if he doesn't spot me before that time runs out, then that's it. It's gone back down to level 1 again. This terrain is a bit wanky. Oh, hang on, no, it's gone up to level 3. Oh, where are they? Oh, fucking don't need this. Right, so we got one of the quads turn up. Time to use the geology cannon. And they also keep repairing each other, which is a real pain in the arse. So I'm now having to fight both the fucking fighting the fucking weather conditions as well as the where have they gone? The trouble is we can't see each other. Oh, here he is. I can't see where the next one is. Here it looks like no one can see each other. Swarm is hunting. Right. Right, so they spotted me again. That's put on a cloaking device. That's not him. Oh, where the fuck have they gone? They're nowhere near me. So they're hunting. I've not got a clue where they are. But yeah, so that's bollocks that up because it put them nowhere fucking near me. So that was, well, that was a fucking waste of time. I've now got to go back to my ship and we'll have to start that again. I mean, this poxy fucking storm coming along didn't help one bit. So no one could see where the other fucking was. Get out of that fucking storm. Let's sort out ammo and shit. Yeah, fuck off. Clear the storm now. Right, so I did use a couple of those, but yeah, it was only 2. Actually, what I can do, sell those Gravitino balls that I picked up. Yeah, I did manage to get 2 of them. I mean, yeah, all this clear area here, and yet it had them going way off over there. So now, alright, first of all, I've got to find another sentinel. Attacking that isn't going to bring them here. In fact, let's find... there is something else that we need to find while we're here, because it gives us another item that we need. Right, is that... No. Oh. I think that's one of the things I need there. No, it isn't. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll certainly know it when I see it. Yeah, this is the 3rd dissonant planet that I've been to, and it's the 2nd one where the terrain has just been absolutely bollocks up for it. The first one I went to was an anomalous planet, and because it was an anomalous, hardly any of the features were working, and it was actually impossible to get a crashed ship, a crashed Sentinel ship there, or a Sentinel multi-tool. So this is an abandoned building. Still no sign of the Sentinel item that I want. See, this area looks fairly clear. And that's one of the things I'm after. So we'll land here. Right, before I carry on, because this slowdown is really getting on my tits, I'm going to have to try and sort out that remove. Right. Hopefully that will sort out all that constant lagging, because that was getting annoying. Okay, let's check out the damaged machinery first. Radiation protection S class. So there's another corrupt Sentinel, but what I'm particularly after, where'd it go? Yes, is this thing here, not this fucking predatory animal. So this thing here, which is a dissonance resonator. So if we destroy that, that was a terrible attempt. There we go. and that should hopefully give me, well, it's given me an echo locator, which is a very handy bonus. That's not what I was expecting. But now, oh dear. Right, it's been escalated up to level 3. There's another one of these dog things. I've also got this fucking... Whoa. Alright, that's down. Where's the next one? Over here. That's down. There's another one nearby, I think. Okay, we'll sort out these cunts. Ah, it's being repaired. This is still only threat 3. Alright, need that, I think I think, no, there you go, that, the big quad there, definitely needs sorting out. Now it's usually those things, the large quads, that drop that echo, or resonance echo that I picked up. What do you think Swarm's hunting? Again! And they're all fucking miles away. And it's now gone down to fucking level 2. Where's the rest of them? Again, they are so far away. At last, I think I no. Everywhere I look, and then there you go. Well, it said they were a baiting, but everywhere I look, it just says the I can't actually get them back into my sights. So again, Swarm is hunting. How fucking far away are they? It's, I mean, it's spreading them out so much that I think we're going to have a really hard time being able to take them out here. Alright, spotted again. But the threat level has gone back down to level 2 again. Swarms hunting again. I think this is the last one in the immediate area. Ah, well. There is another of these dissonant echo things. He's down. Another one of them. So we're up to level 3 again. I can't believe I'm able to carry on for this long even though I'm not actually making any progress, or at least none that's particularly meaningful. I'm still only on threat 3. So that's fuckers repairing him again. Right, where'd the dog go? Oh, he's right here, cloaked. So again, the swarm's hunting. Looks like they spotted me. You can actually get that cloaking device they're using on your own multi-tool. Right, so swarm is multiplying, and we're now up to threat 4. Okay, here they come. Another one of those big fuckers. We need him down ASAP. Alright, let's see him done. That recharges my shields. Used a lot of my geology cannons. I've got 7 left. I think, Jim, if you are still watching, you may now see why I was thinking that doing this, yeah, may have been a stretch too far. With your current multi-tool and weapons and shields and that. Where here we go. Oh shit, I caught myself in that. That did not do me any favours. I damaged one of my modules. I haven't really got time to yeah, I think I fucked it by doing that. I don't want to have to run, but I need to. I've got to get my shields back online, and I've got no way of doing it. Wow, where the fuck did he go? Now the thing is, if I die here, I'm nowhere near my ship. Let's see if I can lure them back to my ship, if I can find where it is. It's over this way. There it is. Got that thing way down. Right, so that's one. Swarm's hunting, but where is it? See me. My shields are charging. Whoa, it's one of those fucking things. Right. So it's now up to threat 5. And I'm in, well, I'm not in a great way. Oh, shield's down again. Right, again, can't see me. Fuck off, you poxy thing. Yeah, I've got no more. Oh, fucking did not need that. I'm almost dead here. Nothing in the jetpack. This is fucking close. Ah, you cunt! So it's now going to put me back at my ship, but thankfully I was not that far away from it. But so many of my modules were damaged in that. Where's the grey marker? Here it is. It also means, because I freely admit I'm a bit OCD when it comes to sorting out my stuff and that, and they are now all going to be all fucking mixed up. Right, we'll get back to the ship and oh, fucking smoky. Oh, poxy smoky eyes. Alright, let's see what needs repairing. The answer is a lot, but I am now in the habit of always carrying quite a few wiring looms with me for exactly that reason. Right, I need a carbon nanotube to repair that. That's no problem. Carbon nanotube. Right, so that's that thing done. I think. Oh yeah, of course they have to do the. Yeah, the Sentinel the one that I got. Let's sort out the. I am gonna have to give it another shot because I was fucking close there. What did for me in the end was that I ran out of. Well, actually, there was two things. Firstly, I ran out of I ran out of ammo in the geology cannon. So that was one thing, and the other thing was, of course, when I fired that one and I got caught in the explosion. And that was really the thing that finished me off. If I hadn't done that, my shields would have still been up and my health would have been a hell of a lot higher. And yeah, I would have been okay then. But Right. Well, it hasn't scrambled these anywhere near as much as it did last time that happened, but I'm not going to sort them out now. Now, there was a message there. Yeah, I'd get turned into a flesh hag. That was fucking unlucky. It was unlucky, but it was also, yeah, me stupidly firing one of those things too close to me, which reminds me I've got to charge that up. And let's get everything charged up again. I don't really need to worry too much about the ship. It's my suit and my multi-tool. Right, they are all sorted. Okay. Damn, no mercy. No, I say the Sentinels are absolutely relentless. But I did get some. I mean, it's scant consolation, but yeah, I did get some decent stuff, including one of these things, the Echo Locator. In fact, because this is all scrambled, I can't easily see where everything is. Okay. Right, so those Echo Locators, so you get those from, well, I thought it was from just destroying the big bulky Sentinel quadrupeds, but it seems you also get them from those like dissonant charged things that were, well, that basically are destroyed, that kick-started that all off. But the main reason for attacking them is to get one of these, the inverted mirror, which again is something that you need to do the repairs when you eventually find the crashed ship. Early start tomorrow, so I have to cut out the rest of the scene there. Thanks for this, Mike. Give the game another try. You should. Yeah, you definitely should. But what we'll do is launch, and we'll use one of these Echo Locators. So that has fired away. There it is. Right, so the harmonic echo is essentially a base that the Sentinels who are rebelling have set up for themselves. You can also actually get access to or find the location of a crashed Sentinel ship through here as well. I was hoping to do it the more direct way, but yeah, we'll do it this way as well. So there's a fair bit of harmonic scrap laying around. Some of it is pretty good, some of it is absolutely useless. Right, there's no point trying to fix that thing. It's not going to do anything. But over here, that is the multi-tool of the the Sentinel's multi-tool. Having those things constantly trying to come after us during the battle as well is a pain. But yeah, at the moment yeah, harmonically sealed, so we can't actually get to it. So what we need to do is come to here, the harmonic interface. So yeah, harmonic lockdown in progress. So we first of all want to scan memory registers, and we need to make a note of these three very simple arithmetic sums here. So it's 7, 13 and 2. So if I just make a note of that, 7, 13, 2. Nope. And then don't drop my pen on the fucking floor. Ugh. So next is to gain access by entering the input override glyphs. So you've got 3 slots. Highest 1, medium 2 and bottom 3. So those sums, you now have to put the answers in the form of glyphs. So the first one was 7, so we put in glyph 7. The second one was 13, so we put in glyph 13. And the bottom one was 2, so glyph 2. So firstly we'll deactivate the multi-tool seal. There we go. And now, after all that, yeah, that's what you get. Don't want another A-rated one. I want an S-rated one. So if I can get an S-rated one, then I won't mind about the fact that it won't have the slots, because I can sort out the slots, no problem. I can do that myself. But yeah, so it has this hijack laser, so they all work very differently, but it can be charged with the same usual stuff. But then, yeah, all of these repaired things, so you need Atlantidium, crystallized heart, inverted mirror, radiant shards, you know, all this stuff that I've been getting during that that battle. But it's only an A rated. I mean, yes, I can bump up the class myself, but yeah. Anyway, you now know how to do it. So let's see. Yeah. So locate dissonance spike, and that is where the crashed or AE crashed Sentinel ship is. So how far is it? 9 hours. I think it's safe to say we're not going to be walking there. And when I used up a shitload of ammunition during that battle, I mean, if my stuff was actually in some kind of order, I'd be able to... there we go, 3,828. I had over 7,000. It's there you go. Now I have 7,500 again. Right, let's go and see what kind of Sentinel ship we've got here. So, I mean, if you're able to get one of those like like echo locator things that I use to find that base. You can avoid the combat, but you're going to have to do some of that combat at some point because you need the items that they drop in order to be able to repair the ship and the multi-tool. So that looks different to the one I saw yesterday and the day before. Now, we haven't quite finished yet as far as being able to access this ship. Yeah, it does look different. Not a hell of a lot different, but it's definitely a different one. It's only a B. So we can take the salvage glass, pugdium, and we also take this thing called a hyaline brain, or hyaline brain. And I've accidentally repaired that with the fixed hyaline brain that I had. Well, the fact that I've repaired it means I may as well take this, but I'm going to end up junking it because it's only a class B. It's no good to me. So I'll add the ship to the collection. But right, so let's say I hadn't accidentally done that. So this hyaline brain here, it's not giving me the option to do anything with it now because, yeah, I already repaired the ship. What a pain in the ass. But you use it like you use you know, one of these settlement charts. It plots you a route to a nearby like monolith, and there it will then turn this into one of the more stable kinds, which will then allow you to repair this ship, which I've done, even if it wasn't by choice. And then, yeah, you can take ownership of it. I mean, it's got plenty of slots here. It is pretty good if it wasn't a class B, but yeah, it is a class B, so it's definitely not for me. So you know what that means? We'll take this back to the space station. And we will scrap this. And being a Sentinel fighter, this is worth a damn sight more than the what was it, 2.5 million I got for the ship I scrapped earlier. We'll soon find out exactly how much it's worth. Not interested in the emergency broadcast. So I think the interior of these things looks great, and this particular one, it looks great from the outside as well. And if it was not a Class B, I would be interested. But it is the Class B, so yeah, it's going straight in the junk pile. So claim scrap worth 29 million and 50 units. So yeah, whether it's a ship that you want to keep or not, it is worth doing. So that has been scrapped. I will get 29 million 50,000 in well, items. So yeah, 24 million just for those two things there alone. 3.1 there, 1.8 there. So it all adds up. So now I've just got to flog it all. And yeah, my main ship has now arrived. Now, if you have more than one ship, you can bet your life that it will keep sending the wrong ship there. It will send the one that you don't really want. Right, where are we? Here we go. So are those. And them. Job done. Storage augmentation. For I can increase my starship's storage. I forgot. I didn't realise I had that. I must have got that when the ship was salvaged. Well, we shall make use of that. So apply augmentation. I mean, you can buy it, but yeah, it's going to cost me 75 million if I was to buy a additional slot. And I'm going to yeah, put it in the technology slot. So now I can fit that the two upgrades that I was having to choose between. I'm also going to have to at some point sort out this mess of a an inventory. So it's also because I did get a couple of these suspicious packets from those things. So that is a black market phase beam module. Now the goods are, they're not going to be stuff that I need. I'm not sure what that's given me. Exosuit upgrade chart. I don't need those. I've got, well now I've got 9 of them spare. So yeah, that one was a bit shit. But there we go. I found a Sentinel multi-tool which was not worth keeping or not worth having. I found a Sentinel ship which I didn't mean to repair, but I repaired it anyway. And I died, so my inventory is now all completely scrambled. But I think that is a pretty good place to finish. Where are we? Yeah, 11:15. So yeah, No Man's Sky back up and running, and I'm going to be playing this game quite a bit. So yeah, if you've not played this game yet, then I highly recommend it. If you have, or you do play the game, then yeah, maybe maybe we can try some multiplayer games of that. I say that knowing full well that no one's going to bother, because yeah, no one ever did with Elite Dangerous, so I don't see it happening with this either. Yeah, and in the meantime I've got to sort out my fucking inventory, so that will do. It went reasonably well. I mean, I certainly took out plenty of Sentinels, even if the end result wasn't quite what I had in mind. Yeah, but next time hopefully Jim will be able to get online, and we will then, yeah, we'll do the simultaneous live streams, and we'll be doing some Nexus missions. But that is next time. This time it's done, so now go away.